Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great. I'm your host Preeti and I'm delighted to welcome you all to today's session on Excel for data management. It's now my pleasure to introduce our speaker Mr. Jay. He brings over 10 years of experience in training, having conducted session for corporate professionals and B school participants since 2015. He ad- he adaptable teaching style has made him sought after trainer across industry. Before transitioning to full-time training, Jay worked as a freelancer consultant from 2008 to 2015 and has 8 years of core industry experience in developing applications for domain like banking, payroll, inventory, and sales management. Sir is an expert in Microsoft Excel, Power BI, SQL, PowerPoint, Microsoft Access, and AI tools like ChatGPT and Copilot. He has conducted 600 plus corporate trainings and trained over 20,000 plus professionals, including executives and senior leaders from major PSUs. Let's extend a warm welcome to Sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Preeti, for giving me this opportunity. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. I believe everybody is excited to start with this session. Great. All right. So, Preeti, are we live now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, I'm just sharing my screen. My introduction has already been given by Preeti. I will not take much time into this. And I would just like to start with what all topics we have planned for this session. So I'm just sharing my screen. Please just do confirm me whether it is visible to you or not. So it's visible, right? So I'm just going to share the data screen. The screen is visible now. First of all, I would just like to introduce you that what all topics we are going to plan. We have planned for data analysis techniques from basics to smart analysis, right? So we'll be using Excel for data management. We'll be using a tool called Flashfill, which is an AI feature available within Excel, which can be used to clean the data, to transform the data, and we'll be taking that how what all things can be done, like merging data, splitting data, transforming data, cleaning data. We'll take up these things, and then we'll learn that how to use pivot table to analyze the data, to summarize the data. After that, there is an AI tool again. There is analyze data feature available. The tool is available within Office 365, which can be used to summarize the data with NLP. NLP is basically the natural language processing technique. We'll simply write the command or the prompt as we type in ChatGPT or Copilot. We'll simply give the command in analyze data feature, and it will do the visualizations. It will create pivots and visuals for us. And after that, at the last, I'll be taking about the analysis with Copilot. That how Copilot can be used or integrated with, because it is already integrated. It can be integrated with Office 365. So license version has to be taken. So you can analyze by using Copilot also. So I'm going to explain about Copilot also. So this is the agenda that we have planned for this session. So I think we should proceed now. So I will first of all introduce you with the first sheet. This is the first sheet available. You can see that there is some data about some employees. We have in column A employee code. In column B, we have the first name, last name is there, department is there, region is there, branch, date of joining, sample text, and mobile number. I just want to tell you that how we can take the advantage of flash fill as a feature. This is an AI feature available within Excel. So we'll take the advantage of this tool, that how what can be done with this tool. First of all, please see the data in column B, which comprises some first names. But you will see that as you see the first name as Sumit, but there is a special character is also there, that is asterisk. And subsequently you will find that there are some other characters, special characters are there in the column as first name. So I want to clean this data by using flash fill. All right, and I want to combine the first name with last name, and I want that the column J should be used to get the full name. Means I want to combine the data from column B with column C, as well as I want to clean the data, as well as I want that it should be in capital case or say upper cases. For this, I'll use this technique called flash fill. What we need to do to invoke, we are not going to do anything, nothing special has to be done. Simply you have to type, like for example the first name is Sumit, so I'll keep the caps lock on. I will type Sumit. After that I will press space bar and type Gupta. So what I am doing by typing Sumit Gupta here, I have given some commands to Excel. The first command is that I want to combine the data. Second is that I want that the result should be in capital letter. After that, I have given an instruction that I do not want to keep the asterisk. I want to clean this data as well, and the separator, the delimiter will be a space between Sumit and Gupta. So these four instructions I have issued simply by typing the name Sumit Gupta. I'll simply hit enter, and the subsequent name is Kuldeep Sharma. I will start typing the name Kuldeep Sharma. The moment I pressed K, you please notice what happened in column J. You will see that a preview is available now with the remaining data, and you need to, if you are satisfied with this preview and you are okay with the result that you have got, simply press enter to finalize it. You will see that it is working quite nicely. You can see that the data has been cleaned. So there are no asterisk, no special characters which were there in this data. You please notice there are some special characters in this data. But now there is no special character in this data. The data has been clubbed as well. We have learned that how to merge data, combine the data means, and you use this technique to clean the data as well. So we have learned to clean it also, merge it also. So this is the first task that we have learned to do it by using flash fill. Right, what other things can be done? I just want to explain you about that. So I will be explaining you about the limitations of this feature as well. So we should know it in totality, otherwise we'll be in soup. In case we don't know everything about this tool, we may land into some problems. So what are the challenges we face while working this tool? I want to explain that as well. First of all, I will simply remove this column. What other things can be done here? Simply, for example, please notice that in column H, we have some mixed data like numbers and text is available. I want to extract the numbers. I want to extract 9,000 from the first row, 5,000 from the second row, 12,000, 500 from the third row. So what I'll do, I'll simply keep on typing 9,000, hit enter, type 5,000, and the next number is 12,500. But still, what Flashfill is not able to identify the pattern. It actually works on the basis of pattern a user is typing. So whatever pattern you will type here, it will acknowledge that pattern and will generate the preview. But in this case, it is not doing. In case you find that it is not working as per your expectations and it is not executing of its own, you can force it to execute it. So there is a shortcut key that is Control E. E for England. I'll simply hold my control key down and press E, and you will see that it has extracted the values from this very column H. So it is very easily you are going to extract it. Got this, everybody? I believe you are getting it. Let me explore the chat box as well. Okay. Okay, wait. So what we have seen, that you can see that it is very well working, and we are able to simply extract the data from there. What other things can be done? So we know that we can split the data, we can merge the data, we can extract the data, and we can do some transformations as well. So I'll take an example of transformation also. For example, I want that out of these mobile numbers, what I'll do is I'll keep the first three digit within braces. I'll close the braces. I'll use 140 and 7352. So this is the pattern I want to assign to my data. I want that my mobile number should be available in this format. I'll simply hit enter, and I will invoke the same command for the second row. So my mobile number is, again, I'll invoke the braces. You see that it has automatically identified the pattern and generated a preview. What you need to do is simply press enter, and you see that it has done the transformation for you. So it is going to help you in splitting data, in merging the data, in transforming the data, in cleaning the data as well. So we have learned these three things, right? And there are some limitations that I would like to talk about this now. I will simply remove this column. And because I want that, for example, if you are in, say, for example, column K, or say in, say, for example, you keep some column blank and you are working in column L. So if you start typing the same pattern, for example, I want to get, say, the first name is Sumit Gupta. So what I'll do, I'll come in this blank, after leaving two blank columns, I'll type Sumit Gupta, and the next name is what? The next name is Kuldeep Sharma. I'll type this name as Kuldeep Sharma, but it's not working. Even I press Control E, it is going to throw an error. It's not going to work. The reason is it has to be the adjacent column whenever you want to invoke the flash fill. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Once you have filled this column, you can use this column. Subsequently, you can grow with the data, that's all right, but you cannot leave the column blank. So this is how it works. One more thing that I want to reveal you about this flash fill, and that is whenever you are using this tool, you have to do the visual check of the output. You have to visually check yourself whether the output is coming appropriately or not. In case you find that the output is not great as you were expecting, then you cannot do it. You have to visually check every time. So visual check is a very essential thing that you have to observe whenever you want to use a flash fill. So visual check has to be done every time. You cannot rely on this AI tool, all right, because it has a disclaimer that it may give a result which may vary from your expectations. So every time whenever you are using this flash fill feature, ensure that it is giving you the output as you desire. So visual check will be your responsibility. Nobody is going to take the responsibility for visual checking. That is your responsibility that you have to see. Got this? Everybody is okay with this? And if you have any queries related to this, please post your queries in the chat box. We'll take up your queries at the end in case you have, right? All right. So now I'll jump to the next sheet now, and I would like to tell that how we can use Excel to analyze the data. So this is my data wherein we have some columns. First of all, I would like to introduce you what data we are having. This is the data related to a sales data. So we have the item name, we have the product name, we have city, country, segment, customer name is there, and shipment date, order ID, price, quantity, discount. All these columns are there. Postal code, region, category, subcategory, product name, sales, quantity, and discount. Everything is there. So this is the data related to sales. You can see it yourself, right? Now I just want to tell you that how to analyze this data. Whenever you want to analyze the data, you have to ensure that data is ready for analysis. So what are the things that you take care of? That first of all, there should not be any duplicate records. So you must clean your data first. Whenever you have the data, before you start analyzing your data, you must ensure that there are no duplicate records. There is no cell which is having a blank value. So every cell must be filled. After that, you should ensure that the data is consistently okay with every column. For example, there is a column called, for example, the rate or the price. In price column, you have to store every information, or every data should be numeric data. You cannot keep as a text anything, right? So you should see that the data is consistent throughout the data set. And for example, you are using some city name or product name or say customer name, it has to be consistent as well. For example, you are using a spelling of New York somewhere. If you type NY, or somewhere you type New York incomplete, NEWN space NYORK, so it is not going to work. So you have to maintain the consistency. So your data should be consistent whenever you are going to start the analysis. So we'll take the example of this data, and I would like to tell you that how we can analyze this data by using pivot. So pivot is a tool which is, so we are presuming that our data is clean. It has no anomalies. So what we are going to do is we are going to learn the tool called pivot, which is going to summarize the data or analyze the data. For this, pivot can be invoked from the insert tab. Under insert tab, you will see that there is an option called pivot and recommended pivot. So recommended pivot, again, this is the tool. This recommended pivot is again a tool which is called AI feature. This is again an AI, artificial intelligence feature available within Excel. So whenever you hit recommended pivot table, you will see that it will show you different results of the pivots that it has generated automatically. So there's a huge list, there are number of pivots that you can see here. If you scroll down and scroll up, you can simply click on any of the pivot table that you are looking for and click OK. You will see that you are able to analyze it. For example, if I click on this, for example, this one, the I want to see the region wise profit. So if I click on this region wise profit and click on OK, you will see that it will create a new sheet. And on this new sheet, you will see that region wise profit has been calculated by simply clicking on recommended pivot table feature. You can simply click inside it and you will be able to use this tool. So these are the tools that you can simply use it. Just let me relocate my position. You will see that, so there are, what you are able to see, you will be able to see the fields are there. You can use these fields, right, and manipulate with this pivot. What we are going to do now is I'm just simply going to remove this worksheet because I'm no longer going to use the recommended pivot. I just want to create a pivot of my own from scratch. So I want to tell you that how we can analyze this data by using pivot. So what I'll do, I'll simply click on insert tab. I'll click on pivot table and I'll click on from table range. It means we can create a pivot from with the help of a table or with the help of a range. By default, whenever we are going to work with is a range, and we can simply press Ctrl T to convert into a table. So this is a very basic thing. One must know it. I'll simply, because right now I'm using a table. So right now, if I click inside my data, you see the table design tab is there. So whenever I'm working on a table, you will see a table design tab at the top. All right. So right now my data is not a range. I'm using a table. In case you want to create your data set into a table, you need to click inside data and press Ctrl T to activate as a table. You will see that the table design tab will be available, and you can always give a name to your table. For example, right now, the default name of my table is table 1. I can simply click inside this text box and change the name to the name, or any descriptive name can be assigned to this data set. So what I will do, I will give as a name, for example, sales underscore data or sales data. I'll hit enter. So now I have created a table which is having a name sales data. In order to create a pivot, I will now invoke Insert tab and click on Pivot Table option. If you click here at the icon, you will see a dialog box will appear. Now this is the dialog box. Here it is giving you an option that select a table or range. Right now you can see it yourself that whatever name you have assigned to your data as a sales data, it is already appearing automatically because we are working on a table, so sales data will come itself. Now it is giving you two options that where you want your pivot to be placed. You can either place your pivot on any existing worksheet. Any existing means you can use this sheet 1, sheet 2 or sheet 3, or you can create a new worksheet to create or do or start your analysis. I'll create on new worksheet and click OK. You will see that I'm able to get this is the canvas. The blank canvas is available. I would like to relocate myself because I want to use these tables. So what I'll do, I'll take the help of these. For example, I want that whatever you want to do. For example, I want to see that whatever I want to see state wise sales or profit. I'll simply take an example of, say, for example, state. I'll drag the state under the rows area because we are going to construct a pivot table. Every table comprises rows, columns, values, and we can filter a pivot. So that is why these four different areas are there. I'll simply going to drag the field into an appropriate area. For example, if I drop the state in rows area, you will see that a list of states will appear here. So this is the list of states. You can see it very easily. You can see it right now. I want to see the sales, the profit, the state wise profit of my product. So I'll click on profit and drag in values. Whatever a numeric column is, whenever you find any numeric column that has to be used under the values area, I'll simply click on, you can simply click it here also. If you click on this checkbox, you will see that profit will automatically will appear under the values area, or you can yourself drag and drop it in this area. You will see that it is showing you the sum of profit as per with respect to the each state. It is showing you. In case you do not want to keep the state, you can simply remove it outside. You will see that it is now giving you the sum of profit, but now you want to use some other criteria. For example, I want to see category wise profit, so I'll drag the category and remove the state and keep the category. So this is the category wise sales is coming. I believe everybody is getting it. What I'm doing is right. So we have seen that how to create a pivot. This is how we are going to analyze the data by creating a pivot table. And suppose I want to build more pivots, or say I want to use some other technique. So what I'll do, I'll take the profit, or say I, instead of profit, I want to keep sales. So this is the total sales I'm getting against furniture. So this is the furniture sales, this is the office supplies sales and technology sales. So this is a pivot that we have drawn. For example, I want to see that how many total counts of sales have been done. That also can be seen. So what I'll do, I'll take, for example, I'll take the sales into values area again. I'll drop its sales into values area multiple times. You will see that it is growing. The sum of sales, there are multiple columns now with the same value as sum of sales. So I'm able to see the category wise sum of sales across column B till column G. So same information is coming. How I can use this pivot to convert into different say aggregations. This is now giving you the sum as an aggregation. It is giving you the total sales of furniture category is this much, but I want to see the total number of sales. For that, I will simply right click here in the second column. In any data, you will not select the column. You will simply click inside any value, right click here. There is an option called summarize value by. So by default, we are doing sum. I will simply change this aggregate function from sum to count. I'll click on count and you will see that total number of this much of sales have been performed. It means this furniture has been sold 20, 21 and 21, 2121 times. So it means there are 2121 transactions against this category of products, say furniture. You can simply right click and summarize value by and take the advantage of average. So right now the third column will show you the average. So first column as B as a value is showing you the sum. Column C is showing you the count. Column D is showing you what? The average. Similarly, you can take the advantage of max and you can find the value of minimum. So maximum sale, minimum sale, average sale, count of sales, sum of sales, you are able to do it in no time. Within few clicks, you will be able to do this much of data analysis. Not only this, I would like to tell you that if I want to see the percentage of the sales of furniture or office supplies or technology category with respect to this grand total, I will simply right click here. I will not invoke show some summarize value by this time. I'll take the next example as show values as, and I'll hit the second option as percentage of grand total. So what it will do, it will calculate the percentage of sum of sales with the respect of grand total. You will see that so furniture is contributing 32.30% of sales, and office supply is contributing 31.30, and technology is contributing 36.40% of sales out of total 100% of sales. This is how we can simply analyze our data. Now suppose I want to create more pivot like this. I want to do further analysis. Right now I'm able to see these statistics with respect to or say for example with respect to the category, the product category. I'll simply copy this pivot. In order to copy, you need to select the entire pivot, press Ctrl C, select an appropriate area where you want to paste it, right click here and paste it, or simply press Ctrl V. And now I will remove category and I will take some other parameter. So what other parameter can be? For example, I want to take as a segment. So instead of category, I'm taking segment now. So this is the consumer, corporate, and home office segment. So this is the context. So right now I'm able to get the sum of sales with respect to this segment as consumer, corporate, and home office. And similarly, I'm able to see the total counts, the average, the maximum value, minimum value, and percentage contribution of consumer segment with respect to the total sales. So consumer is performing well as because it is contributing as 50 more than 50% of total sales. All right, so this is how we can see it. I'll take it further. I'll simply copy it, paste it one more time, and you will see that this time I will remove segment, and I will, if I'm not able to find the field, if I know the name, you can use this search box as well. For example, the region, I'll take the region this time. I'll drag region and take it here. So this is the regional sales. I'm able to see the regional sum of sales, region wise count, region wise average, max, min, and percentage with respect to the east, west, south, and central region. Similarly, you can copy it and paste it down the line, and you can create multiple pivots. And now simply I'll drag this region out and take for example as state. And so this is the state wise. I'm able to see the state wise total sales, the state wise count of sales, average sales, maximum sale, minimum of sales, and the, for example, the percentage of sales. You can change the column names as well. If I double click here, you can change it to as, for example, percentage. Double click on the column and change the name. This is how you can change it. Like you can see that I have changed the name as person. This is how you can get this analysis done within few clicks. All right. And the beauty is that whenever you want to add, for example, if I add some more data into my original data, so suppose you add some data. After that, you need to simply refresh your table, this pivot table. It will take into account every single record that you have added into your source data. So it will be very automatically, it will be taking, simply you have to hit the refresh button, and automatically that it will take the refresh, and it will regenerate everything based on the new data, or if you have eliminated some data, so that record will be eliminated. So it will not take into account. This is how you can take the advantage of this pivot tool to create or do some analysis. Right? Everybody is getting it? All right. So let me take it further. What other things can be done within this pivot? There are different things that we can do. I'll be explaining about that, how we can take the advantage of Analyze tab, or we can take the advantage of Copilot as well as to create, or say create the visuals, or some other things can also be done. All right. So now I would like to explain you about, for example, this is my pivot. And now I want to filter my pivot. In order to add the filters, I can add visual filter on my data. For this, I will click on pivot table analyze option. Under pivot table analyze option, you will see that there is an option called insert slicer. So slicer is nothing but a visual filter available within Excel, which can be used to filter your data. I'll simply click on insert slicer, and the entire list of columns of underlying data will appear here. You can always filter your data on the basis of any columns. For example, I want to take region as city, or say segment. All right, these things can be taken, or say state. So I'll click on OK. You will see that. So there are multiple slicers are available. This is the region, this is the state, this is the city, and this is the segment. All right. So we have different slicers available, means these are the visual filters available. If I want that my data, which is showing you category wise sales, but right now it is coming as 2297200. This is the amount which is coming, but this is coming from all the regions, from all the segments. Suppose I want to see the sum of sales, or the count of sales, or average, max, min. So this pivot I want to filter on the basis of some regions. So I'll simply select the region from this slicer. I'll hit my east button here. You will see that the numbers changed. Right now, the data which is coming is a filtered data with respect to the east region that we have selected from this very slicer. Got it? Are you getting it? That how we can use this slicer to filter the data. If I want to clear the filter, you can clear it from here. You will see that entire data will appear again. Similarly, if I want to see, for example, the data for consumer category, because right now the data is coming from all the categories. If I want to see or focus on some consumer category only, I'll click on consumer. I'll select the consumer item from this visual slicer. You will see that the data will change again. All right, this is how you can filter it. But now please notice that whenever you click or select any item, only this pivot is getting filtered, only this one. All right, so only this filter is getting filtered. So it is not affecting other pivots, right? You can notice it very well. So it is not affecting other pivots. In order to create or establish a link with other pivots, I'll simply click on this slicer, right click here, and click on report connections. When you hit report connections here, it will show you a dialog box, and you can, right now it is connected with this very pivot table, and now if you want to connect it with other pivots, which is showing you a complete list on this sheet, there are more pivots, like for example pivot 4 is there, pivot 5 is there, pivot 6 is there. So if you want to establish a link between these slicer with other pivots, you can simply hit these check boxes and click OK. So I have connected my region as a slicer with other pivots. So if I click on East, now every pivot will get filtered. So the data will be same. Right now you can see this is the data 678781.24. The same data is coming here also, because we have filtered, apply the filtering across all the tables with respect to the East region. Got this? Everybody is okay with this? Clear? This is how we can take the advantage of slicers and connect with other pivots. You can simply, what other things can be done? I just want to tell you that whenever you click on a slicer, you will see the slicer tab at the top. Slicers can be, you can apply different styles on your slicers. Different color schemes can be applied. This is how you can change the look and feel of your slicers. All right, you can change their dimensions as well. Right now it is showing you every slicer is a one column slicer. Now suppose I select the region slicer, I click on slicer tab, and there is a column option. If I increase the number of columns from here, so you will see that the region column will have two columns, three columns, four columns of data. You can simply increase the size, adjust the dimensions. You will see that you can use this kind of slicer also. This is how you can make adjustments to the look and feel and dimensions or the size or position of your slicer by using the slicer tab right now. So this is how you can simply use this and create data analysis. So pivot table is a very good tool which can be used to analyze your data. Got it? So now I want to tell you about something more about, for example, I want to take an example of analyze data and Copilot as well, that how AI can help us to do these things, how we can take the advantage to create the pivots, how it will help us to create the graphs or charts. Different visuals can be created by using the AI tools, right? So before I proceed, I just want to tell you something more about, for example, there is one more thing that I would like to tell you. Let me do that. Let me create another pivot. I'll simply click inside the data, the original data. I would like to click on, I'll click on insert. I'll click on insert and click on pivot table option. And again, I'll use the existing worksheet and I will simply specify the location where I want to put up my pivot. So this is the pivot that you can see. This is my canvas where I want to draw my pivot. So whenever you are dealing with some dates, or say, for example, there is an order date. So this is my order date. Every date is an hierarchy. So whenever, if I want to see the date wise sales or date wise profit, for that, I will take this order date under the rows area. So I'll take date and drop in rows area. Before I drop in rows area, I want to tell that date is an hierarchy. Date does not contain single information. It has multiple information like day, like month, year, quarter. So if you drop it here, you will see that it will be split into multiple things. Year is there, quarter is there, month is there, order date is there. Under the rows area, the hierarchy will split into multiple options of quarter, year, month, and day. And here also, if you see here, you will see a button called, this is a plus button, is showing you that this is an hierarchy. You click on this plus button, it will expand further in different quarters. If you expand quarter, it will split it into different months. This is how you can see that it is working. Right? Say, suppose I want to see year-wise sales. Say I'll click on this sales and drop in values area. You will see year-wise sales is now coming. Got it? So there are 4 years of data. For example, the data is coming from year 2016, 17, 18, and 19. All right. So these 4 years of data is coming. So every year has 4 quarters, 12 months. Now I want to consolidate my data on the basis of months. I want to see that it should display the data for each month with sum of sales. But for example, January is showing, with sum of sales, then it should include all the Januaries for all the 4 years. So January should represent the total of sales of all Januaries from 16, 17, 18, and 19. For this, I will simply go into the rows area and I will remove quarters, I will remove years, I will remove date as well, and I'll simply keep months here. So when you only keep months in rows area, you will see that it will tell you that there are 12 months of data, and now January, this is the amount, but this amount is not from a single year. So this January is representing 94,924.8356. This is the amount which is coming from all 4 years of data. January of different years. Suppose I want to see the bifurcation also. I will drag the years field into this rows area. You will see the hierarchy will appear again. If you click on this plus button, you will see that it will show you the distribution as well. So this is the total amount, this is the subtotal, and if you see the bifurcation, this is the amount. So if you combine these 4 years of data against these 4 years, then it will reach to this one. You will be able to see that how it is giving you the total sales for all 4 years. You can very well see that in 2019 we have done exceptionally good as compared to 16, 17, and 18 inch. So January is really going well, but if we compare February, let's see what is happening there. But in February, it was, we have not performed as well as good in as we performed in, for example, in 18 we have not performed with respect to 18, we have not performed well is in 2019. This is how you can compare the monthly sales that in the previous year, in the month of February, what amount of sales were generated, and you can refer to previous years as well. So this is how you can compare the sales of January or February of 4 years from previous 4 years. This is how data consolidation can be done. Suppose I do not want to do the monthly consolidation. I'll simply remove month, add quarter above this years. You will see the quarter wise consolidation is also there. So similarly, you can do this consolidation month wise, quarter wise, year wise, and date wise. I believe the concept is very much clear to you. All right. Preeti, if you have some questions, you can always put up your questions, or if you can see that there are some questions from the audience, we can take it up if required.
Yeah, sure. So actually, we have a lot of questions.
Please.
Yeah, actually, the question most of the people are asking related to flash fill, like how to use flash fill. Flash fill is inbuilt Excel functionality.
Yeah,
Uh,
flash fill is inbuilt functionality. We have to do nothing special to invoke it. We have to simply type the pattern. Based on the pattern, it will automatically get invoked and it will generate the preview of remaining data that I have already shown you practically. I'll do it once again by taking a simple example, the first one. So this is the column B and column C, wherein we have first name and last name. But in first name, we are having some special characters as you can see it. Now I'll come into this blank column J and I'll simply, without typing equal to or any formula or any function, I will simply, what is the first name? First name is Sumit. I'll type Sumit. The last name for Sumit is Gupta. I'll press spacebar and type Gupta here. I'll hit enter, and now the second name is Kuldeep Sharma. So I'll start typing Kuldeep Sharma. You will see that the preview is generated. I have not done anything special. So it is available since 2013. So this feature is available since 2013 version of Excel, and it is available across. It is an inbuilt feature available. Nothing special has to be done. It is already invoked with all machines. You press enter and your job is done. Simply by typing the pattern, you will signal to Excel that whatever actions you want to perform on the data, it will create the result or generate the result on the basis of the user expectations. Got this? Yes. What next, Preeti?
Okay.
Or I should proceed?
Yeah, we can proceed, or we will take these questions for like we'll dedicate last 15 minutes for
All
this.
right, all right. Yes, that all right. Earlier also we decided that we'll take up in last. So this is the data set that we are working with. So this is how we can create pivot and do you apply these slicers, and we can consolidate the data on the basis of quarters, months, years, and dates. This is how we apply and work on pivots, right? Now I would like to explain you something about some features of this. As for example, I want to take the advantage of analyze data feature. This is again an AI feature available. I will simply relocate my position so that everybody is able to see. So whenever you have a data, convert this data into a table, normal table. For that, simply click inside it, press Control T and press OK. You will see that you are having a table design tab. Whenever you see table design tab with your data, it means your data is not a range, it is an Excel table. So whenever you are working on Excel table, it's click on Home tab and there is an option called Analyze Data. I'll click on Analyze Data here. In order to work with Analyze Data, you should have Office 365 licensed version. Analyze Data is an inbuilt feature available in Excel, but it only works if you are connected with internet. So your net connection has to be there. All right. So what you can do is you can simply ask what analyze data is. You can ask a question about your data. Whatever question you will ask about your data, it is going to respond you in the similar manner. All right, this is how it is going to work. For example, you have to ask the question in normal English. You have to type your question in NLP. NLP means natural language processing will be using. I'll simply you it will give you some suggestions also. You will see that total sales for segment excluding home furniture, insight for discount, show total profit by order date as a line chart. So if I click on and take up this suggestion, click on this, so it will show you the line chart. If you are not happy with it, simply clear the question. You can type it again. Start state with total profit higher than 76000. So this is how the state is California, which is having the profit more than 76,000. This is how, so it is going you the state with total profit higher than 76,000. How we can invoke this analyze data? Let me explain it again. First thing that you should have a table, the Excel table. You will simply click on Home tab and you will take the Analyze Data from the right. You will click on this Analyze Data feature available. And if you click on this, you will see towards right a pane called Analyze Data here. And now in this text box at the top, you can simply ask a question about your data. Once you click here, it will show you some suggestions also. You can always hit on these suggestions to get the data or do your analysis. Or if you do not want, if you want to write your own questions, you can simply write your own questions, right? For example, if I want to see that, show me total sales with respect to each city. So now it is giving you the total sales with respect to each city. You will see that it is giving you sales by city. All right. So for every city, it has done the aggregation of sales amount. And if you click on this insert pivot chart, if you click on this from here only, a new sheet will be created. But because the number of records are very much, so that is why it's not coming properly, right? So what we can do is I'll simply remove this. So instead of city, what I'll do, I will ask that show me. Okay, first of all, I'll click on the second data. This is my data set. I'll simply click here and I'll again ask a question. What will be my question this time? I'll ask, give me segment wise total sales, or show me show me all segment with total sales in column chart. Hit enter. You will see that a chart will be created in no time. It is going you sales by segment. You click on insert pivot chart. A new sheet will be created with your desired result. So within no time, it has created a pivot. Not only pivot, it has generated a visual also. So you are able to generate a visual simply by using this NLP feature of analyze data within Office 365. I believe you are enjoying this, right? So simply you can use this feature and you can do some comparisons also. For example, if I say, if I close this, let me jump to the data, go back to the data first. So you have to be in the data only. Whenever you are invoking any command, you must be in the data. Close this command and now again write any other command. For example, I want to see that show me the comparison of sales of total sales between New York and California. So it is telling you that California and New York, this is the what? This is the comparison. It is giving you the comparison. So now if you want that, if you want to see the comparison in some visual, you can simply take it as, for example, in bar chart. Hit enter. You will see a bar chart. Earlier we used an example of column chart. This time it has created a bar chart. It is comparing the sales of California with New York, and it is giving you a visual as well. You can always click inside this pivot, remove the filters. You will be able to see all states instead of the two states. You can control Z also. If you want to make some changes in the existing pivot on this visual, you can always do it as we manually do on these things. All right. But I'm telling you that how smartly you can create these analysis and you can build your dashboard in within few minutes. You will be able to do that. Is it clear to everyone? I believe you are learning a lot. I'll simply relocate my position. Okay, so I'll click on the data set again. Now, for example, I want to take some more examples. I want to tell you that, for example, if you don't do anything and your data is already selected, if you come down, you see, let me click inside analyze data. It will take some time to activate it because it works on the basis of net speed. Internet speed has to be there. And if you just scroll down and if you simply click on show all 30 results because it is giving you some results. All right. Now, if you ask it to show all 30 results, so now it is giving you all 30 results are here. So it will generate numerous visuals for you. You can simply select any visual, work on this, make changes. If you want to do some changes, you can always make changes in these visuals. Very easily, you will be able to do it. So by default, it is giving you more than 30 visuals without doing anything, without writing a single word. You will be able to get these much of visuals provided you have Office 365 connection and you have analyzed data installed. All right, so you will be able to work with that. All right, this is how it is going to help you. This is how analyzed data will help you. Got this? Now we can take the advantage of Copilot also to do some things. I just want to tell about those things also, that how we can take the advantage of. So before that, I want to tell you some more thing about this analyzed data, because find, for example, I'm taking one more example. Find outliers or sales outliers for cities. So it will give me the outliers for cities. It may take some time. So these are the outliers you can see. If you click on insert There are five outliers. Click on insert pivot chart. So there are five outliers. So outlier means if there is any data or any sales which is in, for example, out of bound of a particular range. Okay, because every data is there in within range. So if there is anything, is there something which is performing out of range, that is called outlier. So which lies outside a particular bound or particular range, that data is known as outlier. You can easily find outliers with respect to, but it's giving you with respect to the ship date. You can always tweak it and make changes. Suppose I don't want the ship date, I want that it should be on the basis of cities, because my query was city has to be there. So this is the city wise outlier, it's not giving me. All right, it's not giving me city wise outliers. Okay, so, but you can always take the advantage of this tool to find the outliers also. This is how this is going to help you, and create various visuals can be created. If you want to create any pie chart, column chart, bar chart, or any tree map, any visual can be created with simply by giving a command. All right. Now I want to tell you or introduce you about the Copilot, that how Copilot can help us. I'll click in this sheet third. This is the third data set we are going to use now. In this data set, I'm going to apply the Copilot feature now. In order to activate Copilot, I'm having a licensed version of Copilot here. You can see the icon is there of Copilot. And now this is my data set wherein we have four columns of data. This is order ID, order date, consumer name, and subcategory. And every subcategory has been priced in a separate data. So we have two data sets. I want that for each subcategory, the price should come from here. So one way is that we can use XLOOKUP, we can use VLOOKUP also. All right. And but I want that it should take the VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, whatever it may, but I want to use Copilot to do my job easily, because first of all my data should be in the table form. So right now if I click outside, the table design tab is not visible, but if I click inside, the table design appears. It means this is a table, Excel table. If I click here also, it is also Excel table. So it is a prerequisite whenever you are working with Copilot. Please, it is recommended. It is not every time mandatory, but it is recommended that the data should be in Excel table. So what I'll do, I'll hit Copilot here, and I will give some commands to work on my data. But there is one more prerequisite, that my data should be on cloud. If I have stored my data locally on a system, the Copilot is not going to give the results. It's not going to work. So it only allows you to work or helps you, the Copilot, only if your data is on cloud. So I'll click on turn on autosave. It will ask me on which drive I want to save my data, because I'm having two different OneDrive accounts. So I'll use my OneDrive personal account here and click on this. You will see that my file will be now saved on cloud in OneDrive. After I saved my file, I'll click inside my first table. What I'll do, I want that the price for against all these subcategories should come from this data. From this data, the price should come. This is my ask. What I'll do, I'll simply write that add a, okay, just hold. Just wait. So I'll do what? I'll write a question now. Add a column as price of subcategory and hit enter. Add a column as price of subcategory. Now, what it will do, it will analyze the data that you have already clicked inside, because I want a column which should be there in column E as a price of subcategory. That I can do by using XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. But now it is giving you, this is the data. After doing working extensively, the Copilot has generated the output, but it is giving you an option to insert a column. So if you click on insert a column, there are two things that you can do. Either you copy the formula and paste it here. Another thing is, if you don't want to copy the formula, simply click on insert column. You will see that the column with price category will be added automatically. Simply by giving a prompt, simply by giving directions or instructions to Copilot, it has simply used a formula. Which formula it has used? It has used this XLOOKUP formula to get the data from this table, and price is coming very properly. You can please just compare. Let's compare. Let's compare, because this is the phones. Phones is 1426. Let me check the phones. Phones is 1426, right? This is binders. Fine, binders is 4233. Binders in this case is 4233. Yes, it is coming appropriately. You can very well see that it's coming properly. Bookcase is 3902. You can check for bookcases as well. It's coming 3902. So it has automatically fetched the data without having any technical know-how. You are able to manage your data. You are able to manage your data within no time. So by using this Copilot, these things can be done very easily. Suppose I want that I ask Copilot to do something different now. Suppose I want to highlight all the subcategories where the subcategory is, for example, storage. Okay, let me highlight that. For example, what I'll do, I'll simply click inside. I'll do what? Highlight. Let me correct the spelling. Highlight subcategory. Highlight subcategory column where value is storage. Hit enter. Yeah, it has done it. I need to simply click on this apply button, and you will see that it will take some time and apply. That storage will be highlighted. Can you see it? All storage, wherever the storage is there, it has highlighted. Suppose you want to undo it, click on this undo and you will be able to undo. But whenever you have used conditional formatting, undo will not be done from Copilot. You need to click on conditional formatting, clear rules, and clear rules from entire sheet will be able to help you. Not working. Let me do it. Not doing undo. Let me do it again. Yeah, it has done. Undone. It's undo. Suppose I want that highlight the record where price of subcategory is more than 4,500. All right. Or highlight the record with green color where price of subcategory is more than 4,500. All right. So I want to highlight the entire record this time. I'll simply click on this button where I will simply execute my command, the prompt that I've written. I'll click on this and my Copilot will do it for me. It will take some time. It will analyze the data. It will find wherever the price of subcategory is more than 4,500. It will apply that with, I'll click on apply and it will take some time and will apply. So wherever the price of subcategory is more than 4,500, it has highlighted the rows. Got this? Getting it? I believe you can very well see that how it is working, how it is helping us. So it can help you to write the formulas, it can help you to format the data, it can help you to sort the data as well. For example, I want to sort the data. Okay, let me do the sorting. Sort, first of all, you need to click inside the data, wherever you click, but you must be inside the data. Sort data on subcategory column in sending order. Who's enter? So it will now sort the data on subcategory in ascending order. So by using Copilot, you can simply, without knowing technically much, you will be able to do it. Simply click on apply now, and now it will take some time and sort your data. So now the data is sorted. You can see it very well. Now the data is that data has been sorted for accessories, appliances, arts, binders, chairs. So alphabetical sorting has been implemented. So this is how you can sort your data. You can filter your data. You can add columns. You can do conditional formatting. You can undo it. Use these things by using Copilot. All right. Is it clear to everyone that whatever you are learning is great? Do you find it helpful, everybody? Right. So this is how Copilot can help you to add some columns, make some calculations. For example, I remove this column and now, or say for example, I'm in this data set now. Suppose I want that add a column with quarter of price. Add a column with quarter of price means it will divide the price with 4 and show you the result. So in this small table, I want to add a column with quarter of price, means it will add the existing price by 4 and a new column will be added. Simply click on insert column, you will see that result will come. So it's doing within no time, you will be able to do these things. All right. So now Copilot, the AI is going to help you a lot. So you should explore these features of your own. You will find a great help from Microsoft support itself to know these well. You will be able to explore it. The more you will explore, the more you will learn. This is how you can manage your data by using these tools like Copilot. You can take the advantage of ChatGPT also. You can take the advantage of analyze data, flash fill. These are the things. Recommended pivot table is also there. So there are a lot of AI tools which are going to help you so that you can manage and analyze data effectively with there are basic things also, and you can take the advantage by using smartly. If you want to do smart things, it is possible with the help of AI. Within no time you will be able to generate great visuals, great dashboard, great things can be done. Let me take another example. I'll click inside this my data set. You already aware. Now suppose if I click, if I ask, show me show me top 5 cities with highest profit. Show me top 5 cities with highest profit. I'll hit enter. You will see that within some time it will analyze the table, find top 5 cities with highest profit. So this is how you can take the advantage of Copilot. Now it has done the job. Let me relocate myself. You can see it. It has done the job. You can see that it is giving you the top 5 cities by profit. You can always add to a new sheet. So this will be added, this pivot will be added to a new sheet, and it is giving you the explanation also that the top 5 cities with the highest profit are New York City, Los Angeles, Seattle, San Francisco, and Detroit. See the pivot table above for more details. So if you want to see the pivot, you need to click on this add to a new sheet. You will be able to find the pivot again with top five cities with high profit, the highest profit. So these five cities are the highest profit earning cities. We are getting the maximum profit from these cities. This is how you can take the advantage of this. Got it? So you can create pivot, you can create visuals also. For example, I want that it should be, the result should be in, say, a particular chart or column, or say different visual I want to create. So you can take the advantage. So you can ask it, or you can convert the pivot into column chart. It's taking some time understanding your data. So this is the column chart it has created. If you want that, it should please convert into pie chart also. So it will convert into pie chart. So whatever command you will issue, it is going to do the job for you. So you can always take the advantage of this tool to create better visuals, better dashboards. Okay. So sometimes it will not give you as you desire. So sometimes it is giving you steps. Now it is not generating the pie, and rather it's giving you steps. So you can apply these steps also. This is how, because you will see that there is a small line written here. What it says, Copilot, AI generated content may be incorrect. So you cannot completely rely on these. So visual checking, and you have to ensure the verification has to be done by yourself. You have to verify whether it's working fine or it's giving you the correct output that you were expecting. This is how it is going to work. I believe you have understood it, that how it is going to help you in long run. Definitely it is being improvised. It will, improvisations will be there. Lot more things can be done. Definitely it is not going to replace the human intervention. Without human intervention, it cannot do anything. So no jobs will be replaced. I believe this is my personal opinion, that no jobs will be replaced by using this. So, but definitely human intervention is required, human supervision is required, verification is required. There are a lot more things that we are going to do. There are a lot different kind of job sectors, different type of job opportunities have emerged with the evolve, or say evolution of AI. All right. This is how you can take the advantage of these tools to create your better visuals, better data set, and different things can be done. Let me take one more example. Say, for example, analyze this data. If I like this only, let's see how it is going to do, whether it does something or not. I've simply written analyze this data. Yes, Preeti, you have to say something.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. So it has done some analysis, but I'm not able to see it properly. Discount by ship date. I don't find it much relevant. Can I see another insight? So there are three different suggestions also it's coming. All right. So it says, can I see another insight? Click on another insight. Or if you want to see all insights in one go, you can click on add all insights to grid. If I click on this, add all insights to grid, let's see how it will create a dashboard. So now in my Excel, a new sheet has been created, which is showing you profit by ship mode, discount by ship date, segment and category, quantity by segment and category, and subcategory table, noticeable lower profit. Very less profit is coming from, or say negative profit, or say very less lower profit is coming from tables. and then California has noticeably higher quantity, West and East region have noticeably higher profit. This is how it has created different pivots, different visuals. This is how you are done with your dashboard. So within no time you can create, though definitely you need to do some customizations, you need to tweak something, you need to make changes, you need to transform it as per your requirement, but definitely it is going to help you. Within no time you are done with your dashboard. You can simply click on a particular visual or say any pivot, simply click inside this. You can always apply, click on pivot table analyze, click on insert slicer, say I want state wise, region wise, category wise, segment wise. I want to see, for example, these slicers are there. I will place these slicers in some order, and I will be able to use these slicers to use my data, right? Let me just resize it. This is how, if I click on, for example, if I click on this furniture category, so every visual will change. If I click on self only Georgia, so things will change with respect to every visual, but only because you need to connect every slicer with other pivots. Every pivot has to be connected. For that, you click on right click here, click on report connections and connect other pivots. Select all the pivots. So I have selected all the pivots. Click on furniture now. Office supplies. So it's working, it's changing. The data is changing or shifting. This is how you can see that this is going to work. So this is how a dashboard can be created by using Copilot within no time. You can manage data by using Copilot. You can clean your data. You can manage your data by flash fill. Also, you can clean your data. You can merge your data. You can split your data, transform your data. All right. So data manipulation, data management is possible with flash fill, with with Copilot as well, and analyze data is definitely going to analyze it further, and you can take the advantage of Copilot also to analyze your data. Got this? Am I clear? I believe you enjoying and learning a lot. All right. So this is how we have seen that how Copilot can, we can take the advantage of Copilot, analyze data, flash fill. So these are, there are something and recommended pivot as well, because recommended pivot and your flash fill is inbuilt feature. Analyze data is available with Office 365 and Copilot is a licensed version. You have to go with the licensed version. You will have to purchase it. The Microsoft charges around 32,000 for a year. You can take the pro license of this Copilot and take the advantage of it. Initially, you can subscribe it for 1 month free trial as well from Microsoft website, and you will be able to explore the possibilities of data handling with the help of Copilot. Not only the Copilot is going to help in Excel, it is going to help you with Word, with PowerPoint, with presentation creations, document writing, document, for example, if you want to regenerate your paragraph, you want to make corrections in your paragraph, you want to write an email in Outlook, you can take the advantage of Copilot in different walks of life, and you will be able to use it with, collaborate it with different tools, because Copilot is a product of Microsoft, and it can be seamlessly integrated with other tools of Microsoft, for example, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Power BI as well. So these are the tools you can take advantage in of with Power, with the Copilot. All right, this is how we can create dashboards, visualize it, create pivots, use filter, you filter the data, add columns, create calculations, use create formulas also. These things are very much possible. All right. So if you have any queries, I think we can take the queries, Preeti, so that, because it will take some time to address the queries as well. Maybe we need to explain something again. Maybe they have their queries so that we can address properly, right?
Yes. Okay. So before starting Q&A, we have one session feedback form which I am launching. I would like to
Okay.
request everyone to please fill it out. Uh, with this, I think we can take questions, right?
Right, right. It all
Yeah.
up to you. Whether if you want to take the feedback initially, you can take the feedback also. We can take the questions later. No worries.
Yeah, people like all the attendance participants can fill it out by side.
All right. No worries. So
Okay.
let's
So
take the questions.
yeah, actually, there are so many questions related to Copilot which you have already answered. Uh, One question is how to clean data in Copilot and how to add Copilot in Excel.
Yeah. First, I'll like to answer the first question that first that how to add Copilot in Excel. In order to add or integrate Copilot into Excel, you must have Office 365 license. Once you obtain the Office 365 license version, then you can go for Copilot Pro licensing as well. That can then only the integration will be possible. So it is a licensed version you should go for, and you will be able to proceed for the Copilot licensing once you have Office 365 license, then only you will be able to do it. The second question is you can simply you if you want to clean the data, in order to clean the data you have to give commands only. So like in Copilot we have seen that we have to give prompts. Simply give prompts, you will be able to experience it yourself that how it helps us to cleaning the data. So we can take the advantage of cleaning it. All right, for example, we are in this data set. This is the data set, and we have seen that without Copilot also you can clean it, because in cleaning you have seen that only Flash will be able to help you in cleaning also. So you can take the advantage of Flash fill in cleaning, that we have seen it already. But if you want to take the advantage of Copilot also, so Copilot can also be used in order to clean the data. For example, I want that, for example, this is my date of joining. All right, and from this date of joining I want to extract the months from this data. All right, so what I'll do, I'll simply first of all I will create, let me convert this data into column first. I'll click inside it, press Ctrl T, and a dialog box will be asked. If you press Ctrl T, you want to create a table on this data. So you need to click on this checkbox, as my table has headers, because the orange bar at the top is the header of my data. I'll click on OK here. You will see a table design tab will come. It means my data is now a table. What I'll do is I'll simply select this column of my dates, and what I'll do, or if you don't select, then also it's going to work, no worries. I'll simply click on home tab and invoke my Copilot and ask Copilot that add a column with month name from date of joining. Got it? It will take some time, evaluate it, find the right answer, click on, you will see that it is coming. You need to click on insert column. You will see that, sorry, insert column, you will see the month name. So the month is 27th November 2013. So month is there. So you can always take the advantage of Copilot to do it very easily. Within no time, you will be able to do it. For example, if I want to see, there's one more example I would like to take, Preeti. So what I want to tell you that, for example, I want to see the total length of service of these employees. This is the date of joining, how much years they have spent with this organization. I want to check the number of years. For that, I'll simply select this column. I'll write another query or prompt here in Copilot. Add a column which has length of service in years. All right, that's it. Add a column which has length of service in years. Let's see whether it helps or not. Yes, insert column. So you can see that length of service is 11 years for this employee. So joined in 2013 and this is 2025. So November 23 and okay, 24. So this is how 11 years have been lapsed. Got it? This is how the length of service can be calculated. Simply by giving these commands, you can clean your data. All right. And what you will do, for example, I want to give one more command. Add a column removing by removing special characters from first name. That's it. Add a column by removing special characters from first name. Let's see whether it helps or not. Add a column by removing special characters from first name. So now click on insert column. Now you can see that it is helping me to clean the data. I have managed to clean the data because there were some special characters. I managed to clean the data by simply using this Copilot. This is how we can take the advantage of Copilot. I believe I have sufficiently given the answer. Yes, Preeti?
Yes, sir. Okay. So, next question is asked by Mr. Murli. Can you explain how to analyze data with correlation like chi-square, ANOVA, etc.? Any example?
So, for example, you want to do some that the statistical part. So I'm not going to cover that one. So statistical part will take more time to explain and do it. So we'll not be able to do it in a very short span, right? So we'll not be able to get this. Well, it cannot be addressed right now.
No worries. Okay. Yogeshwar is asking, sir, how we can create dashboards in Excel by using AI? Which tool we have to use to make our work faster?
You can use analyze data to create your dashboard. You can use Copilot also to create your dashboard that I have already explained you. Okay, so both the tools are equally good, but Copilot will give you more liberty, more authority, more features, so you can control it very much easily within Copilot. But Analyze Data is also a very good example, or it is a very good tool which can help you to build dashboard within no time. That I have already shown you that how to build different visuals. All right, but definitely Copilot will be a great advantage because it will be giving you more flexibility, more authority. So better to work
Okay.
with Copilot. But
Okay.
yeah, if you don't want to go for the license version, you don't want to pay for these services, you can always go for analyze data if you don't want to pay for it, and you will be able, because and for analyze data we are not going to pay anything. Yes. Thank you, Yogesh.
Okay. Okay. Another question is, okay, what is different between VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index, and match?
VLOOKUP is basically used whenever you want to fetch some details from a data, and it looks for a data in vertical orient. Whenever your data, the original data from where you went to fetch the data is in vertical orientation, we use VLOOKUP. Whenever we have the data in horizontal orientation, we use HLOOKUP. Let me explain you this. For example, this is the employee list here. You can see there is employees data. So whenever I add records, I will be adding in different rows. So my data will grow vertically. So in this kind of data set where my data will grow vertically, I will be using VLOOKUP. All right. HLOOKUP will be used in case I simply transpose my data. Let me show you that as well. I'll simply copy some columns from here. I'll add a new sheet, right click here, paste special feature will come, and I'll click on transpose. Once you transpose your data, you will see that the orientation changed. Now the row becomes column and column becomes row. So this is how my orientation will change. My header was, which was earlier in row 1, now it is in column A. So my header which was coming in row 1 is now coming in column A. This is how the orientation will change. Whenever you see such kind of data, we are going to use HLOOKUP. All right. So this is the difference between HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. It all purely depends upon what kind of data set you are using. What is the orientation of the data, whether it is vertical or horizontal. Now, now the question arises about match or index match. The Preeti, the question was about index match.
Yeah. Yes.
Index match, yeah. Because there is a limitation with VLOOKUP, and that limitation is, for example, if I keep my column employee code in this position, say I relocated my employee code. Earlier it was in column A and now it is in column C. If I apply VLOOKUP here to get the details of some employees with respect to employee code, in that case, VLOOKUP cannot able to find the details for first and last name. VLOOKUP can only work on these columns starting from employee code, because the basis of search is employee code. So my second parameter of VLOOKUP will only take the data from a column which is having employee code as a first column. So, and towards right, I will move and select all other columns. I will not be able to select these two columns. So these two columns I will not be able to select. Let me just, I will not be able to select these two columns. Got it? So these two columns cannot be accessed by VLOOKUP. This is the limitation of VLOOKUP, which can be overcome by index match. Index match can help you to get the details from right as well as from left. Whether you want to get the data from right of employee code or left of employee code, you can fetch any details. So index and match provides you greater flexibility, more better functionality as compared to VLOOKUP, because it will simply overcome the limitation of VLOOKUP. Got it? Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so another question is asked by Priya. If data is not in sync, having gaps or duplications, how to make it consistent data? Because analysis slash pivot is possible only if data is clean.
Yeah, data has to be clean. For that, what you can do is, if you want to remove, just wait. Yeah. So whenever you want to clean your data or you want to remove the duplicate columns or remove duplicate records, for that we have a command available within data tab. In data tab, we have this command as remove duplicates. So if you click on this button, you will be able to remove the duplicate values from your data. So let me show it by example. What I will do, I will simply copy some records. I will copy some records and paste it down the line. So I'm having multiple records now. Got it? So these are the duplicate records. I'm just giving an highlight with a different color so that very easily we are able to identify that these are the duplicate records. So my total record comes down to 109, or say I'm in row 110. So I'm having duplicate records here. So if I want to remove these duplicate records, what I'll do, simply click inside the data or Control A, select the entire data set, go to the data tab. Under data tab, you have this option called remove duplicates. Click on this remove duplicate, and then please ensure, if your data is throughout duplicate, it means every column it is repeating. So please ensure that every column has been perfectly selected. So once all columns have been selected, simply click on OK. So the 9 duplicate values found and removed. 100 unique values remain. Note that count may include empty cell spaces extra. Click on OK. You will be able to remove those duplicate records which were spanning from row 102 to 109. Got it? This is how you can remove duplicate records. And in order to check the inconsistency, you will have to see it yourself whether the data is inconsistent or not. You can simply, for example, this is my column K, which contain numbers. Now I want to ensure that whether there is anything, or if there is anything which is not a number. For example, if I make a change here, say I write apostrophe 1 2, so this is not a number, this is a text. Can you see it? So now it is a text. I don't want to manually check it. I'll come here and type as is. Okay, first of all, I will simply copy and paste it so that it is available as a value. Now it is available as a value. I'll do what? I'll simply use a function called is number. There is a function called is number. It will find the inconsistency, select this value, and hit enter. You will see the true will come. So wherever the false is there, wherever a false is there, there's a one value which is having false. You will be able to locate the inconsistencies like this. Got it? So this is the false, which is having inconsistent value. This is not a number 12. This is a text 12, not a number 12. Got it? This is how you can remove the duplicates, find the inconsistencies. There are a lot of functions. Say is odd, is even, is logical, is text, is formula, is number, is error. These are the functions, these are the information functions that we can always use to check the inconsistency. Whether the numbers are odd, whether numbers are even, whether the numbers are logic, whether the values are logical, text, formula, number, or is there any error, we can use these functions to get and check that there is any inconsistency in the data or not. Yes, further questions?
Okay, so Amit is asking, is it possible to use two multiple table with analyzed data?
With analyzed data, multiple tables now cannot be used. As if now, with analyzed data, we cannot use multiple tables. The reason is because it is being improvised on regularly. So there are improvisations are taking place, but in future, definitely we'll be having these features available. Right now, it cannot handle two tables simultaneously. Copilot can do it, but uh, analyzed data will not be able to do it. That is why I always tell you that Copilot is having better flexibility, much flexibility, and more authority is being provided to the user. So you can take the advantage from Copilot as compared to analyzed data.
Okay, Geeta is asking, is Power BI is same as this?
Power BI is not same. Power BI is definitely a tool which is used basically for building dashboards. Definitely you can build dashboard in Excel also, but it provides you more flexibility, better options, clarity of data. The amount of data that can be handled within Power BI is enormous, whereas we can handle only limited amount of data in Excel. So the major difference is about the amount of data that can be handled by Power BI is enormous. We can handle 100 GBs of data, 200 GB of data that can be handled by Power BI. But Excel cannot handle even a 50 MB or 50 GB data cannot be handled. 1 GB data is not possible to handle by Excel. So Excel is having a very limited data sets, very limited storage can be handled. So it is not that much. And Power BI is having an option that it gives you the advantage or the leverage of building better visuals can be created, a huge library of visuals can be created, and you can use third party visual also libraries there, extended libraries also there. We can easily create calculations, we can clean the data very easily by using the Power Query, though Power Query can be used within Excel also. But Power Query is a tool which is there in Power BI to clean the data very efficiently, very effectively. That can be done in Excel also. And we have the data modeling can be created within Power BI, which will handle multiple data sets can be combined together. We can join those data sets simply by establishing a relation, by creating a data model. We'll be able to create different kind of visuals. next level visuals. So it will provide you an elevated experience. If we compare with Excel, you'll be having an elevated experience in Power BI if we compare with Excel.
Okay. Harshal is asking, this works only in Excel or in Google Sheet as well?
Uh, First of all, this Copilot is not available with Google Sheets. Analyze data is also not available in Google Sheets. This analyze data and Copilot, these tools are available within Excel only. Google Sheet is not providing these functionalities nowadays, but in near future we cannot comment about it whether what is going to happen, whether the tie-up is being done or whether Google and Microsoft will tie up to collaborate to simply extend the possibilities and the advantages they want to provide.
Many people want to know which version of Excel you are using.
I'm using Office 365 E5 version, and that is why I'm having this under the home tab. That's why I'm having the analyze data, and Copilot is the purchased version. So this is the licensed version I've purchased after procuring Office 365. I am able to use it. Copilot.
Okay. Anirban is asking, does flash fill works only on MSFT 365?
No, 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 no. Of this flash fill works if you are working any version. For example, if you're using Office 365, it works. If you're working Excel 2016, 2019, 2021, Excel 13 also. If you're using Office 2016 version also, still it is going to work. Office 2013 also it's going to work. But prior to 2013, it is not available.
Okay. Suchitra is asking, flash fill my Excel version not available. Alternative for Excel 2016.
In 2016, flash fill is already there. Flash fill is already there in 2016. You please try to invoke it and try to work with it. It's definitely it provides you. It is very well there.
Okay. Okay. Krishna is
You
asking,
please explore.
will you explain, is it possible to extract the data in sample text column? Like I want to remove 9,000 from Raja 9,000 raise sales to Raja raise sales.
Just wait. Yeah. What do you want to do? Please tell me. Yeah, please tell me
Uh,
again.
yeah, he said that is it possible to extract the data in sample text column? Like I want to remove 9,000 from Raja 9,000 raise sales.
You want to remove Raja 9000.
He wants to remove 9,000 from this Raja 9,000 raise
Okay,
sales.
okay, okay. What you need to do is for that, what can be done? You need to simply type Raja Ray sales. You removed it. You type Kuldeep Sharma admin, and you type Suman Shinde sales. But it's not working, then you can press Control E. Just wait. If I press Control E, you will see that I am able to remove 9000. Within Flash Fill, you can do it.
Thank you. Okay.
But you have to
So,
visually check it, whether it has done properly or not with all the records or not. If there is any problem in a particular record, you need to correct it, rectify it.
okay, sir.
So
Uh,
visual check is the responsibility of the user actually. It is very important to know this. Without, if you cannot perform visual check, never ever use this tool. Don't use it. Just refrain from it. Stay away from it. Don't use it. Yes.
can ChatGPT be used in Excel?
Yes, ChatGPT can be integrated in Excel. Though most of the organizations, the companies have banned use of ChatGPT within Excel. The reason is because the data that you share with ChatGPT gets compromised. That is why people or the companies or the organization, the big corporates have banned ChatGPT. They are not at all using ChatGPT in order to integrate it, because what people are doing in order to get the best advantage or just to speed up their job or just to they simply copy the data and paste within ChatGPT. So the data gets compromised. So this because Microsoft has introduced this Copilot with a disclaimer that the data will not be compromised, data will not at all be used, will not. It is a guarantee that has been taken by the Microsoft that data will not be breached, which is not there in ChatGPT. That is why people are encouraging use of Copilot instead of ChatGPT nowadays.
Okay. Another question is asked by Mr. Harsh. He's asking, how do you protect a worksheet or a workbook in Excel?
How to use a protected workbook? Please repeat the
Yes.
question.
How do you protect a worksheet or a workbook?
In order to protect a worksheet or a workbook, we need to click on the review tab. In review tab, we have an option to called protect sheet. If I want to click the protect sheet, I will not be able, for example, this is my sheet 1. The name of my sheet is 1 here. And if I click on protect sheet here, it will ask me that give a password, assign a password, that what password you want to give. I will simply type a simple password. I'll keep it simple, 123, and I'll hit OK. It will reconfirm the password. I'll again type 123 and OK. Now, if I want to make changes in my sheet, I will not be able to. Neither me nor anybody else. It means one who want to make changes should know the password. If you know the password, then only you will be able to make changes. Otherwise, you cannot make changes in the data itself because the sheet is now protected. For example, if I want to change the mobile number, and whenever you start typing, it says the cell or chart you are trying to change is on a protected sheet. To make a change and protect the sheet, you might be requested to enter a password. And whenever, for example, you want to unprotect it, simply retype the password 123, hit OK. Now you can very well change it. Got it? This is how you can change it. Clear? And now if you click on the protect workbook, this is a different option. What protect workbook will do, it will simply protect the structure of your workbook. Structure of the workbook means you cannot insert any new worksheet. You cannot delete a worksheet. You cannot rename a worksheet. You cannot move a worksheet. You cannot change the tab color. You cannot hide a worksheet. Means related to a particular sheet, you cannot do anything. So no sheet can be changed. Means the entire structure of the workbook will remain intact. It will remain intact. It will not, you cannot alter, make any changes in the structure of the workbook. You cannot make any changes. You can make changes in the data. But as far as the structure is concerned, the names of these sheets, everything is concerned, you cannot make changes. You cannot either delete it, rename it, insert it, hide it. You cannot do anything by simply clicking on protect workbook. Got it? Yes. What next?
Okay. Raj is asking how to use index with match.
Yeah, I already explained that index match can be used in a
Am I
possibility where we look. Yeah, you are audible. So, if
okay?
you want to use index and match, in case of index match, it can be used in case a VLOOKUP is not able to help you. As already explained, if my the lookup column, the employee code, for example in this data set, if my employee code is in, say, position C, I cannot access column A and B in that case. So VLOOKUP cannot help you, but index match can always help you. Index match takes different parameters. So what we do is, if we write index function, it has three parameters: array, row, and column. What you need to specify, you need to specify that this is my data, this is my entire data. You will select the entire data and you will refer to a row and a particular column. So at the intersecting point of a particular row and a particular column, for example, you will be able to find the details of that. So this is my row 7 and this is my column 3. So with respect to column row 7 and column 3, this is the intersecting point. Or say with respect to the row 7 and column E, say this one or say column 5, my value west will come by using index function. All right. So by using index, you can take the advantage of this and you can access these two columns as well, or means any data, whether you want to get the data from left or you want to get the data from right, you can very well do it, but definitely it will take me some time to explain it. So explanation needs some more time. You can correct me later, but this is how index match is going to help you. So this is the limitation which micro this VLOOKUP. So it overrides the limitation and it gives you the better flexibility as compared to VLOOKUP. So people prefer index match in case of VLOOKUP in case of limitation.
Okay. Another question is why Flashfill did not show sample data when extracting data from address of values?
When getting the data from, for example, you want to, why sample data is not shown? You want the column, you mean the column name.
Yeah, actually he's writing why Flashfill did not show sample data when extracting data from address of values.
It does actually. I don't think that it does not do. It will do it. You can just try it out.
Okay.
It will not give
So
you the address. The cells, the address will not come because it is not the formula. It will generate the results. It will not generate the references from the columns, the addresses. So it will not generate the address. It will simply result. It will give you the result. It will not create any formula. In backend, it may be using any formula. I'm not aware with the all right, the backend tool, I'm not aware how Microsoft is handling it, but you will not get the reference, you will not get any formula here. If you are using flash fill, you will simply get the results.
okay. Okay, so Chitra is saying, suppose we get the password of the protected sheet to anyone, will we get intimation of the same?
No, you will not get any intimation the same. You will
Okay.
not get intimation of the same. You need to keep your password in security. You will have to memorize it. You keep it safe so that nobody is able to take it and your data is not lost and you don't face any damages on account of data.
Okay. Okay. Himanshu is asking, could you please share the prompt of Copilot?
Copilot, I because right now I'm not having any handy Copilot, so will not be able to share. But what you can do is you can always refer to a website called Microsoft Support. From there, you will get the prompt details, you will get the use cases, you will get the sample data, you will find everything out there with respect to Copilot in Microsoft Support Help.
Okay. Narayan is
So
asking,
you'll
so
find a huge list of prompts there.
okay. Okay. Okay, so we have our second last question actually.
Yeah, please proceed, please.
Please tell example of index formula.
You want to see the example of index formula? All
Yes.
right. So if you want to see the index formula, for example, this is my index formula. And suppose I select my data. For that, what I'll do, this is my data. Let me first squeeze it, or just let me remove some data so that you are very easily to see it. Right now, visible to all. Okay, what I'll do, I'll write index here. Index has three parameters: array, row number, and column number. So what I'll do, I'll select my data here. All right. So if I select my data, I selected my data, comma, my row number is what? For example, my row number I give as 7 and I give column number as 6. So what it will do, because I'm using a table. So in my table, I'll go to my seventh row and sixth column. So my data will be available as Pune. Please note, this is one, This is what is the formula that we have written. We have seen that seventh row and sixth column. So this is my first row, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. So this is my seventh row and sixth column. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth column. So at the intersecting point of seventh row and sixth column, you will get a Pune as a result. Can you see it? This is Pune. That is why Pune is coming. This is how index function will help you. Index function require three parameter: the data set, the row number, and the column number. So I specified go to seventh row and sixth column, and it helped me to find this value as Pune. Got it? So at the intersecting point, it will give you a value. So one value can be extracted by using Pune. And match function will do what? Match function will help you to know these numbers. If you are not aware about these numbers, how to write. So you can take the advantage of match function also, but it will be very extensive in that case. It will become very complex in that case. So this is the simple usage of index function. Simply specify the data, row number and column number. You at the intersecting point of row and column, it will fetch the details from that point. That Pune will come, which is lying at row 7 and column 6.
Oh, thank you, sir. So we have last question. Uh,
Yeah,
in
please.
pivot table, can you explain a filter and column? Where are they helpful?
Yeah. If we are talking about filters, let me do that. This is my data. Okay. So this is my data. Now I want to tell you the usage of filter. What I will do, I will take city as into filter. If you drop city in filters, you will see that the filter got activated here. Sorry, just let me do it again. The filter got activated. Can you see the filter is available now? When I dropped city from here in this filter area, I got to see this filter available with respect to this very pivot. So it can only filter the data from this pivot and not other pivots can be connected. So if right now it is giving you cities of the data is coming from all cities, that is why word all is there. If I want to refer to some specific cities, for example, this Altoona is a city. If I click on select multiple item, I can select multiple item. Altoona, Aberdeen, Ellen, Akron. These are the cities. If I click on OK, you will see the data will change. So with respect to the cities filter, which I invoked by dragging the field here in this filter area, and I selected multiple cities from here, and my data got filtered with respect to the selected cities. Got it? So, but it happens, it works only with single pivot. So for every individual pivot, you need to invoke more and more filters. But it's better to use the slicers that I have explained instead of filters because they are visual filters. They provide you great flexibility, better advantage over these filter options.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We are done
Most welcome.
with the questions also. So before ending it, is there anything which you want to convey to our audience who are watching us right now, and some people will watch the session after some time also.
Definitely, I just want to add at the end that please keep learning, keep shining. It is only possible when you are going to explore more and more things because things will keep evolving. Things will keep coming, changes, new things, new features, technologies will be keep coming. Keep updating yourself so that you can keep pace with your changes, changing in the environment, and you can flourish. This is only message that I want to give to my audience.
Thank you, sir. Thank you delivering. Thank you for delivering such insightful session today. We are really grateful
Thank you, Pritam.
for this, and everyone
Thank you,
who has
Pritam.
joined who have joined us today. Thank you so much for being a part of this learning experience. And if still you have any question, please feel free to reach out to us or connect with Sir directly. And the session recordings are also available on our YouTube and LinkedIn. So you can revisit it anytime. We look forward to having you join us again in upcoming session. Until then, take care, keep learning, and have an amazing day. And once again, thank you so much, sir. And thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Preeti. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Preeti, and
you,
thank you,
sir.
Shine.com, for giving me this opportunity. Participants can connect with me also on LinkedIn by using this my name, Jay Malhotra. You can always refer to me on LinkedIn and you can very well connect with me. And thank you, Preeti and Shine.com, for giving me this wonderful opportunity again and conducting this session. Thank you. So nice of you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care.
Take care. Take care. Bye. Thank you.